the stage now where we're submitting for me, getting the financials sorted.
Mm-hmm. And what box did you have to tick?
So I didn't get a chance to tick the box because he put in for the divorce first. But he is divorcing me on the grounds of unreasonable behaviour for spending the week in bed with COVID.
Run that by me again?
So he's divorcing me for unreasonable behaviour for spending a week in bed with COVID, which he felt was unreasonable. And I've got underlying health issues, asthma, and I've been in and out of hospital all the previous year. So I needed to isolate and try and get well. I was ill.
Is that because he has to...
Yeah,
he has to tick a box and find a reason, yeah?
I don't know, but why that box? I've got no idea.
Sara Davison, I'm not qualified to really comment on the legalistics of that. What do you make of it, Sara?
Well, this is what we're seeing, Nicky. We're seeing crazy reasons. And it's causing a lot of hurt. It is causing a lot of hurt. I've also had clients who have manufactured an adulterous situation by going off to stay in a hotel overnight. There was no adultery, but they had someone take pictures in the morning, a private investigator, and submit those just so they could make the point that there has been adultery, so this would get through court.
Wasn't it enough just saying that there had been adultery? You don't need photographs taken from a cupboard in a Premier Inn. Surely you just say there has.
Well, if you both agree, and that was the other thing, you had to prove that. So again, it's been a very archaic system, and it was much needed, this reform. So today is a great day for people going through divorce because, you've taken a lot of time usually to get to this point. It's not something people rush into. There's usually quite a lot of hurt and pain. There's a lot of decision making, a lot of planning before you get to filing. So most people at this point are ready just to move the process forward. And if we can take that blame out and these crazy reasons, which cause pain, as you can hear from your caller there, so much pain, so much hurt, that doesn't get the divorce off to a good start. And if there's kids involved or you want to remain friends in the future, that makes it even harder.
Kathy, are you okay now? I mean, physically and also emotionally?
Not really, no. I've actually got pneumonia again as we speak, but that's another issue. But it was very hurtful because he'd done things, but he didn't want to obviously put the blame on himself. There was things that happened, and so it was very hurtful when it arrived. And I read that, I thought, what? But in a way, I'm flattered because I thought to myself, if that's all you can use as a reason, then maybe I'm not so bad.
Nigel, comment on this, please.
Well, that kind of excuse probably shouldn't get through the court system.
Yes.
But the reality is that unless you defend it, which Kathy obviously isn't going to do, it may do. And that's why it's so preposterous. That's why it's been such a dangerous blame game for so long. And we've seen all kinds of reasons given.
Ridiculous ones.
And that's what we're sweeping away. And it's just high time we did it. I mean, I've seen this time and time again with people being hurt by allegations that there's no real way of contesting.
Makes sense, Sara, doesn't it?
It makes a lot of sense, and it's going to help a lot of people to have a more amicable divorce, which again will keep the costs down.
It's that word.
It's
just never going to be amicable. Well, then, of course, counterintuitively, people say, well, it was amicable for me, but I just think it's the wrong word. Maybe civilized or civil or, amicable is like friendly.
Dignified, I think, possibly, Nicky, dignified.
The D word. You've nailed it, Nigel. Thank you very much indeed. Wow. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself, health-wise and in all other ways as well. And Claire, what a fascinating call from Claire, devout Catholic. Thanks to Nigel Shepherd and Sara Davison.